Nancy, can I talk to you for a minute? Sure, what is it? This weekend, I want to invite some guests over. It's short notice, but can you handle it? Huh? I have plans to meet up with friends I haven't seen in a while. I've been planning this for a long time and was really looking forward to it. Can you put that off? My important friends are coming over. What? Well, okay. How many people are we expecting? About 5. Everyone is looking forward to it, so make sure it goes well. Got it. I'll prepare the food and tea. But I have plans with friends this weekend, so I might have little time to go shopping. Oh, in that case, make your specialty cake too. They especially love that chocolate cake. A cake, huh? I'll try my best to prepare it, but I'm not sure if I have time to get the ingredients. Don't give me excuses. Just get it done. I can't embarrass myself in front of my friends. But if I can't make it in time, figure it out yourself. And make sure to weed the garden. It needs to be tidy before the guests arrive. If the garden is messy, it reflects badly on me. I'll do it as soon as possible. But it's a bit much to do all by myself. You can do it. You always work hard. Reschedule meeting your friends and prioritize my request for now. What? So what time are the guests arriving? Around noon. We're planning to enjoy lunch together, so make sure everything is ready. Oh, and don't forget to clean the house, especially the living room. Make sure it's spotless. Yes, I understand. There's a lot to do. That's right. My reputation is on the line, so don't mess this up. By the way, I've noticed the garden flowers are starting to wither. If possible, plant some new flowers. My friends are looking forward to seeing the garden. Well, I'm not sure if I can manage all that. Of course you'll prioritize my request, right? Yes, I'll do my best. I'll work hard to make sure your friends have a great time. That's right. Please do. Nancy, I have been feeling dizzy since this morning. Is it anemia? I can't go shopping like this. Huh? What happened? So, can you get some groceries for me? Are you okay? Shouldn't you go to the hospital? It's not that bad, but I don't think I can go shopping. I see. Understood. Then tell me what you need. Let me see. I want some strawberries and some oranges. For meals, what should I get? If you're not feeling well, something easy to digest would be good, right? But I still have an appetite. That's why I want to eat something delicious to feel better. When I'm hungry, I feel even worse. Oh, I know. Do you remember the restaurant we all went to before? I've been craving their steak meal so much. Can you get one of those? I can't forget the refined taste. Eating that really makes me feel at ease. Wait a minute. They do not sell steak meals individually, and they are not open at this time. I think they do takeout, but it won't be ready until the evening. It might take some time. What should we do? I don't care about that. I want it now. In fact, that's the only thing I want to eat. I need it right away. Even if you say that, if they're not open, they're not open. Please choose something else. Think of something else. What? You're really useless. Fine, sushi then. But not the cheap stuff. I'm very particular about food, so it has to be good sushi. Sushi? But you're not feeling well, right? As I said earlier, something easier to digest would be better. I don't care about digestion. What matters is my appetite. I'll eat what I want. That's how I'll get my energy back. Oh, I really want some delicious sushi. All right. But which sushi place do you want it from? Do you have a specific one in mind? It can't just be any place, right? Well, the sushi from the local supermarket won't satisfy me. So the high-end sushi place near the park would be best. They never disappoint. Especially their fatty tuna. The high-end sushi place near the park. But it's past lunchtime, and I think they're closed right now. I'll call and check. That doesn't matter. Call them and see if you can order takeout. If you ask nicely, maybe they'll make an exception. All right, I'll try. But please, take it easy. I'll do my best to help you feel better. Got it? Within 40 minutes. Get it within 40 minutes. I haven't eaten anything since morning. If I don't eat soon, I'll feel even worse. Please hurry. Within 40 minutes. I'll do my best, but it might be impossible. Your effort directly affects my health. So make sure you get something delicious. By the way, you need to move more efficiently. I'm sorry. I'll do everything I can. Can't you see I'm suffering so much? Well, fine. Just hurry up and go. I'll be waiting. Okay. Please wait a bit. I said right away, not just as soon as you can. I'm so hungry I'm about to lose it. Yes, I'll hurry. Leave what you buy at the front door. You don't need to come inside. But leaving raw food outside... It's fine, just for a little while. There are a lot of stray cats around here, though. You're persistent, aren't you? I said it's fine. All right, understood. I'll call you once I got it. Yes, thank you. How are you feeling? I delivered what I bought. As you ask, I hung it on the front doorknob, so please take it in before it spoils. I just heard the car. I got it. What is this? What do you mean? It's sushi. And some drinks. Why did you only buy enough for one person? Huh? Well, it's just you, right? You didn't mention any guests. That's not true. A friend dropped by suddenly. I was planning to eat together. You really are useless. I didn't know that, and you said you were sick. So I thought one portion would be enough. Well, I feel much better now. I'm full of energy and want to eat something delicious with my friend. Jesus Christ. It's so embarrassing to show my friend this cheap sushi. This will ruin my reputation. You could have at least called to let me know. I did what you asked, and now you're complaining. And I'm doing my best here. I'm not perfect, and I did everything I could in the limited time I had. I'm telling you to be more considerate. Can't you think for yourself a little? You should be able to anticipate what I want. And talking to me like that is extremely rude. I apologize for that. But please understand, I'm doing my best. It would mean a lot if you could acknowledge that even a little. Well, I'm leaving now. Let me know if you need anything else in advance. Goodbye. Wait a minute. Go buy another portion right now. No way. You seem to be feeling better now. You can do it yourself. Goodbye. Wait, I told you to buy it. Are you listening? Hey. Oh my God, she's such a useless daughter-in-law. Nancy, I have a favor to ask of you. You know your way around California, right? Yes, I'm from there. What do you need? Great. Huh? I'm going on a trip with friends soon. Can you arrange the hotel, pick out tourist spots, and make restaurant reservations? Wait a minute. California is a big place. Where exactly are you going? It makes a difference. Well, I'm thinking of San Francisco and maybe Los Angeles. We'll be there for 4 days and 3 nights. San Francisco to Los Angeles is about 6 hours away. Plus, I'm from Sacramento. I don't know much about San Francisco. What? I didn't know it was that far. I already told my friends. My daughter-in-law knows California well. And now this? Well, even if you say that, I didn't know it was that far. But I really want to visit both places. You should go if you want to, but I can't give you any recommendations. I moved to the East Coast in high school because of my dad's job. I don't even know what's there anymore. What? You're completely useless. Do you know how much I was counting on you? I'm really disappointed. Fine, forget it. Sacramento then. You're from Sacramento, so you know it well, right? Find a good hotel and tourist spots. And make restaurant reservations too. Make sure they're good places. I want to impress my friends. Wait a minute. The hotel too? Not just the tourist spots and restaurants? I don't have time to handle all of that. What are you talking about? Of course. We've never been there, and we don't know anything about the area, so you need to handle everything. Make sure you do a good job. I know the general area, but it depends on what you all want to do, so I think it would be better if you planned it yourselves. That's impossible! We don't even know how to do it, and we don't have the time. If there's someone who can do it, then they should do it. In that case, why not ask a travel agency to make a plan for you? It would be more reliable to leave it to the professionals, and they can create a satisfying plan. What? Why? I brag to my friends that my daughter-in-law knows the area well. I can't suddenly spend money on a travel agency. That's embarrassing. I'm sorry, but I can't do it. Planning a trip by yourself is tough. That's why it's best to leave it to the professionals. After all my requests? I can't believe it. You're so cold. I'm sorry, I can't meet your expectations. But it would be best if you planned it with your friends or used the travel agency. That's the most reliable way. I've been away from California for many years, so I don't know what it's like now, and I might not be able to meet your expectations. Are you serious? I'm asking you so earnestly, and you're refusing me? You can't do this one favor for me? I'm sorry, but that's the case. But there's a chance the trip could be ruined. Are you okay with that? Won't you regret it? If you complain, I won't be responsible, so please handle it yourself. I think that's the best way. Planning it yourself will make the trip more enjoyable. You're such an insolent daughter-in-law. How can you be so useless? I don't know what John sees in you. Fine. I won't rely on you for anything. That would be a relief for me. Goodbye. I'm back from the trip. It wasn't fun at all. I was really shocked at how far it was. What? Did you actually go from San Francisco to Los Angeles? Yes. I told you I wanted to go. That travel distance was such a waste of time. My back hurts from sitting so long. I told you. Because you didn't help at all, we had no choice but to plan it ourselves. You made us do something so taxing for our old bodies. You're such a cruel daughter-in-law. I didn't do anything. And I even advised you to have a travel agency plan it. This happened because you didn't help. I'm so exhausted. What are you going to do about it? I see. So it's my fault. That's right. And there's no souvenir for you. Oh? I don't mind. The trip itself was okay, I guess. We got to see a lot of places and eat delicious food. That's good to hear. But my friends also said, a daughter-in-law should at least do this much. I totally agree with them. It was a chance for you to improve your reputation as a daughter-in-law. And you ruined it. I'm sorry. And you know what? I told John too. I told him you didn't do anything to help. Do you know what he said? What did he say? He said, we've been making her do housework endlessly, so don't rely on Nancy too much. Even your father-in-law said the same thing. Why do I have to be the one scolded? I see. I'm really fed up. I have my strengths and weaknesses. I thought this would be easy enough. But both of them are siding with you. I can't believe it. Well, it's normal for the people going on the trip to make the arrangements. That's not normal for me. I've been yelled at by both of them and I feel awful. What are you going to do about it? What am I supposed to do? You refused because of your own circumstances. Apologize to both of them. And make sure you explain that I'm not at fault. What? No, but... I've already explained my reasons. I don't think my apology would make a difference. It won't make me feel better. It's not fair that I'm the only one being blamed. I see. All right. I'll explain it to them. Good. I'm so tired. I don't want to do anything anymore. I'm going to rest now. Oh, okay. Take care. Good night. Nancy, I have something important to talk to you about. Something important? Is something wrong? Not really. I meant to talk about Christmas and forgot. Christmas? Yes, Christmas. This year we're having a big family gathering, so it's going to be busy. You need to prepare food for 40 people. It might be a lot, but you can do it, right? 40 people? Are you really inviting that many? Yes. Everyone is looking forward to it, so I'm counting on you. My sister and her husband are coming, and so are the relatives we don't usually see, so don't mess up. My niece and her husband are coming too. And I've invited some friends, so make sure everything is ready. My husband also said he invited about 10 people, so you're in charge of everyone's food. If you can't do it, we're cutting ties. I'm counting on you, so do your best. Okay, I'll do my best. Oh, really? I'm counting on you. Yes, you want me to prepare meals for 40 people, right? But getting all the ingredients might be difficult. Of course, you'll provide the ingredients, right? I might not be able to handle that as well. Get the ingredients yourself. I'll be busy on the day and won't have time. What? I'll prepare a few dishes myself, so you need to do your part too. The refrigerator can't hold that much food anyway, so you need to get the ingredients yourself. I see. All right. I'll make sure to prepare everything. And don't serve anything that looks like leftovers. Everyone is looking forward to it. They'll be expecting great food from John's wife. Oh, and don't even think about buying ready-made food. No shortcuts are allowed. You need to serve home-cooked meals. That's how you'll make everyone happy. I see. I'll do my best to make everything from scratch. Don't worry. I love cooking, so I'll enjoy it. We'll see about that. Everyone is very picky about food, so it's going to be tough. If they only eat what I make, you might lose face. That would be embarrassing for you, wouldn't it? Yes, I'll be careful. All right, I'll come over on Christmas Day. Nancy, what is going on? I don't understand. This is my house. What do you think you're doing? What's wrong? Why is your mother here? What? But you wanted me to cook for 40 people, right? It's impossible for me to cook that much by myself. So, why did you do this without asking? How dare you act on your own? It would be impossible for me to do it alone, so I asked my mom for help. She said, leave it to me. Since it's an important Christmas, I thought it was best to get professional help. Don't you remember? I told you not to do anything without my permission. You've ruined my plans. Why? My mom has been working at a delicatessen for years, and she's an excellent cook. She can even make better food than I can. And isn't your husband a big fan of her cooking? He goes to her shop all the time. You know that, right? What? What are you talking about? I didn't know that. Why didn't you tell me this before? You didn't know? Your husband is a huge fan of my mom's cooking. Her shop is near his office, so he buys lunch there 5 times a week. What? I never heard about this. Of course not. I could see how it would upset you, so I didn't think it was necessary to mention it. Are you kidding me? He always says he doesn't want my cooking. What's going on? I understand how he feels. What? I've been meaning to say this, but do you know about using stock or broth for flavor? Of course I know what that is. What are you trying to say? Well, There's nothing in the house to make proper stock or broth with. You don't even have stock cubes. Just salt, pepper, and ketchup. What's wrong with that? I just like simple seasoning. It's not necessarily bad, but if you keep dousing everything in ketchup, you're going to ruin your health in the long run. But it's a good thing. Thanks to my mom, the family's health is now protected. Don't you dare mess with me. You, come here right now. I refuse. John and I are busy. What? What are you talking about? We're at my parents' house. We're preparing Christmas dinner for my mom who's working hard right now. And your husband told us not to come. What? What is going on? This is the last time you order me around. What? Your husband is handling the relatives. And once my mom finishes cooking, she'll come back home. So we're relaxing at my parents' place. Wait! Some guests are staying over. What about breakfast tomorrow? Expecting me to prepare food for 40 people and then breakfast too is a bit much. Don't you think? You can manage scrambled eggs and toast, right? Don't mock me. I told you to take care of it. I didn't know it would come to this. Well, I didn't mention it. Anyway, let this be the end of you ordering me around. In fact, this will be the last time we communicate. We'll be cutting ties with you. What? We? Yes, John and I. I'm tired of being your slave. Wait a minute. You are not a slave. What's the difference? Buy this, buy that. I don't like this, I don't like that. I didn't marry into this family to be your servant. But you are our daughter-in-law. I am John's wife. I didn't marry you. But a daughter-in-law is supposed to serve her husband's family. What are you talking about? When you got married, your in-laws lived far away. You didn't even visit them during the holidays. And now, they're in a facility, so you don't even see them anymore. You've never experienced anything like what you put me through. That's... In the end, you're just mad because you can't control me. You've been imposing unreasonable demands on me. Maybe if I were more submissive, I would have complied. But unfortunately, I'm not. So I'm cutting ties to protect myself. Do you think you can just do that? Of course. It was John's idea to cut ties in the first place. I'll continue to have a good relationship with your husband, so there's no problem. What? Why is my husband involved? Well, your husband is a good person. He sends me gifts for my birthday every year. Just recently, he gave us a restaurant voucher and said, "Go have a nice dinner with your husband." What? I didn't know that. I'm sure that taking someone with no sense of taste like you isn't fun at all. What do you mean, no sense of taste? I'm talking about you, of course. You can't even use basic seasonings properly. But you're always very particular about the food you want to eat. I've always felt sorry for the meals. What did you say? I've never been able to say this before since you were John's mother. But now, I feel relieved. Wait a minute. I won't allow you to cut ties. You don't need to allow it. We're doing it unilaterally. But I'm telling you that you can't do this. Even if you say that, we've already decided on a new place to live and are preparing to move. We'll both be blocking you, by the way. Both of you? What are you thinking? Do you think it's okay to treat your parents this way? What about you? Do you think it's okay to treat your daughter-in-law however you want, just because she's married into your family? Well, that's... Also, we're starting a new chapter in our lives. So please refrain from getting involved with us from now on. What? I've given your husband my mom's recipes. So you might want to learn how to cook food that people can actually eat. We want to focus on our own lives now, and this is our final request. I will make John happy from now on. You must be joking! What are you talking about? You can't just say that now. Listen to me. We want to prioritize our own lives now, and this is our final request. You can't just say that now. Listen to me. Hey, are you listening? After that, no one touched the food my mother-in-law prepared. Her cooking was clearly inferior in both appearance and taste compared to my mom's. The relatives chose my mom's food without hesitation, leaving my mother-in-law looking upset and embarrassed. She was furious that no one ate her food, but eventually, she had to admit her fault. The relatives said things like, Nancy's mom's cooking was really delicious and maybe you should learn from her. My mother-in-law had no choice but to leave the room. Since then, she hasn't said anything to me, and she stopped interfering in our lives. After having several discussions with my father-in-law, he now respects our new life. It looks like we'll be able to live peacefully from now on.